What's going on, everybody? SWETZ here, coming at you with a impromptu live stream. And I'm just waiting for Instagram to come up here. We'll go live there. Okay, cool. Um, so basically, I wanted to go live because I've been putting off doing like an update sort of video for a while. I wanted to make like a fully fledged video for it and edit it and you know this, that, and the third, but I just kept on like getting sidetracked with music, and I just like I meant to do this in June, but it's almost getting toward the end of July, so I wanted to just get it out of the way now and not put it off any longer, and just kind of had this like as a video that I put up on the YouTube channel just to say that I have an upload. Um, but basically, uh, yeah, I just kind of want to give some updates on what I've been doing as far as everything on the music side. Because I believe I was posting regularly, content wise, toward like the end of May, but then I just kind of got burnt out. I kind of got burnt out on promoting the same songs off while I'm asleep. Not that I'll stop promoting them in the future. Like I won't like that. I won't promote them at all in the future. I will, but I just got really burnt out honestly, and I was running out of ideas. I'm doing that on top of like having to really make this new music that I'm working on right now. It was just a lot. It was just a lot, and I'll get back into it, but only once I feel like um, I've made significant progress on the new album and on the new music, which I have been slowly but surely. Um, so what else? What else? What other updates? Yo, what's going on, Mark? Just seeing, I'm seeing your comment on Instagram Live. What's going on? So one thing that I wanted to update on was maybe I could share my screen. But as some of you may or may not know, I was doing a series of like short videos in the while I'm asleep, kind of like lore kind of videos. I'm trying to pull it up right now. Right here. Let me go to the videos and I'll share my screen. Okay. Okay. I mean, you can't really see it that well. No, you can't really see it that well. But basically, I was doing like these short videos for for like the anthology series or like um, the lore bits for while I'm asleep. Um, I'm gonna finish those, but I just kind of reached a point after uh, I is for Infinite that I could have spent like all my time and energy getting these videos out, and I love the videos, but they're just not like the primary focus of what I want the focus to be on. They're more like ancillary content and stuff to have on the side. And I was another like Eyes for Infinite. Um, it was it was a it was a legit game that I had spent lots of money, lots of time, even though I wasn't developing it. I had someone else develop it for me, and it still was taking so much time away from me, and it was exhausting, and I just got burnt out by that. I got it out like I wanted to, and I wasn't able to finish the rest of the videos in the series. I will finish those videos, but only after I finish, again, after I get more songs done and finished, mixed and mastered, um, off the new album. There was three other. There was let me see. There was Ning four. There was four other videos that were gonna be in this series. They will be in there eventually, but as of right now, I'm still not touching that. So that's that as regarding this series of videos. I think a lot of people like them. Maybe they're a little bit confusing. That's kind of the like not necessarily the point to be confusing, but they go along with the album, and so I'll eventually come back to that. But once I get more progress on the next album. So in case you're just for posterity, in case anyone was ever wondering. As far as the new album goes, where's my track list at? Did I leave it over? Hold on one second. Uh, here is the track list for the new album. You can't really see it that well, I'm sure. Oh wait, hold on. I didn't open up the chat. I'm sorry. Jason, what's going on, man? Welcome, welcome. I didn't see your comment there, but thanks for stopping in. I hope you're doing well. So yeah, this is the track list for the new album, right? It's 12 songs. It's gonna be more songs than there was on While I'm Asleep, which obviously is more work. But that's okay. I've gotten a lot more proficient at song making this time around. Uh, uh, and even just making this has been a challenge. Just to be able to balance life things and responsibilities and stuff like that, and then still have to make this. Yeah, man, I haven't heard from you in a while either, man. Hope you've been doing good, man. Uh, but yeah, I'm just grinding, man. Still grinding. But anyway, uh, I had at the beginning of the year, I sort of like had made this plan. I always make plans and stuff, right? Um, and I've set deadlines and stuff. I've missed so many, but it's okay because I've been slowly like learning and ultimately, I'm not rushing it. I'm not rushing the creative process like I felt like I did a handful of times working on While I'm Asleep. But I'm not doing that this time. I'm kind of just taking my time. Uh, and Hey Gabby, hey Uncle Danny, how you doing? Um, so yeah, I'm kind of taking my time with that one, or with this one. Um, and the songs, if you're some of the select few people that I've shown the songs to get feedback, I think it's working. So there's a net positive there in patience. And then another half of that equation is sort of just, you know, I feel like if I was in the creative mindset of when I was making While I'm Asleep, I would have really been beating myself up for missing the deadlines that I made for myself. But now I'm at the point where it's just like I'm just kind of like it's good. You need to have deadlines and stuff like that and goals, but I'm not like I'm not beating myself up anymore. I'm not beating myself up for missing a deadline, a goal that I have set on myself. And honestly, it makes me a little happier. It makes me a little happier just not being so hard on myself giving myself the time to create my music, to create my art. Um, and I think just overall the actual how the creative process for me unfolds has been so much better because of that. So, and I intend to keep doing that. Um, and I'm still making progress. So that's the good part. Um, but anyway, uh, but to go into specifics, I guess where I'm at, I have about one song that's being mixed, that's currently in mixing and mastering, which is almost like the final step before it's actually finished. I have another song that I intend to get to that point by the end of this week, which today is July 20th. Also, the day that my first nephew was born. So that's pretty awesome. Anyway, and then in the week to follow, I hope to have another song get to that mix and mastering stage. So progress is being made. Sure, it's not as exactly the timing that I wanted it to be, but it's okay. Because again, like I said before, I'm not beating myself up over it anymore, and I'm just a lot more happy. Hey, Aunt Liz, what's going on, Steve? What's going on, Lay? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for watching. Sorry, I'm not catching you guys joining in at the right time, but thank you, man. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate it, man. Um, what else? What else? Um, uh, yeah, I think those are the two main things that I wanted to do, like a update for people. Um, I guess another thing, kind of too, that has totally just not been in my mind at all has been my website. Um, I don't think a lot of people saw it either when it was up and running, but basically last year I had worked, and more specifically for While I'm Asleep, I worked really hard to get my website going, like legit, to have the store, to have my email like things in the on the back end to work so that I can email people who sign up for the email list and stuff like that. And that was great, but that wasn't one thing that again like that kind of burnt me out and took so much time and just labor to do. Um only to have another opportunity come for switching over the software that I use to run the website. It would be cheaper in the long run, and it would be more robust, so it could give me more tools to work with. But that basically meant that I had to scrap the website that I was working so hard on and make a new one with all new software. That's like I had to learn new stuff in order to actually recreate it one for one as it was before, which I do not have the time for. So it's like my website, like I have a website, I have a domain name, so it's music.com, but I don't know if it 404s if you go to search it up. Um, yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But anyway, so basically I will get my website back up and running. It's just that right now there's no really like, to me honestly there's no point because it's uh I'm just focusing on the music, on making new music. And then, whenever I'm done with this, I'll be able to go in and fix that, and then hopefully once I fix that, once I create that, I won't have to do it. I won't have to make any changes to it for a while. Um so that's another thing that's been going on. Um, what else? What else? What else? I already covered the videos. I already covered the music. I guess I could talk more specifically about the music. I guess for this one, um, it's a lot more. It's a lot more poppy. It's a lot more pop. It's a lot more. Um, it's more somber. You know, it's hard for me to explain. And the thing is too, which sucks about me talking about it right now, is that I'm not planning on releasing any music this year. Unfortunately, it's all going to be coming out next year. But I think you guys, well, I think a lot of new people. Hell yeah, what's going on, Zio? Matter of fact, drop a Z and drop a J in the chat for Zio and Jason. But anyway, um, oh hey Aunt Maria, how you doing? I miss you guys too. I miss you guys too. I hope you're doing well though. Let me think. But from the feedback that I've gotten from a lot of people is that it's good music. It's and you know it's a lot more streamlined. It's a lot more focused. I'm really excited for you guys to hear it if you haven't heard stuff already. And you know, the thing about too is like I really feel like within this time, within with this album specifically, I've grown myself, which makes all the difference because it's just a satisfying feeling within myself be able to say that, even though there's so many things that I'm behind on, so many things that I could have done better on and stuff like that. I'm one man. I'm one man, just trying to keep this dream alive. And I'm still here, still working. Um, so yeah, and everything else, the website, the videos, they'll all come in due time. But this specifically is what I've been enjoying, like just making this new music, and it's it's been really fun. And you know, the lessons that I've learned off this will only make things better, my art better, my music better in the future. You know, and I could really honestly say that. Um, and yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, Another thing that with this album too is that I'm keeping the sort of naming scheme that I did with While I'm Asleep. If you don't know, um, what with While I'm Asleep, I had made all 9 tracks read like a poem. You know, that rhymed. So I'm keeping that same thing with this album, which has been difficult because there are 12 songs, and to keep up with this rhyme scheme, and not only do that but to make sure that the actual poem or whatever that this track list is reading off of, that it actually makes sense, and it actually makes sense with the narrative of the albums, was is hard. But I think I figured it out, and that's just a nice little touch that I think people would like if they're able to catch it. If not, it's fine, because the tracks and their titles still work individually. Um, so yeah. Let me read your comment here, Zero. Something is fine. Look forward to what you got planned. Thank you, bro. I look forward to what we got planned as well. Together. Yes. Yeah, that's right. I had to practice my lullabies, my do re mi's, to sing to little my nephew, little Eli. Uh, for sure, that's a wonderful thing. Um, but yeah. What else? What else? What else? Hey man, we all slip sometimes. It's part of life. You know what I mean? Uh yeah, man. I think that pretty much covers all the things that I wanted to like update about. But I guess I could just figure and take this time just to kind of ramble, I guess. But that's one thing with, again, like with how I'm different from how I was when I was making while I'm asleep is that I'm not beating myself up for missing deadlines and stuff like that, and it's been just kind of letting go a little bit. It it feels good. It feels good because I'm not like it's always a balance. It's always a balancing act between like your responsibilities with work, with you know, um, things of that sort, and then working with a hobby, or with what I do with music. It's always a struggle and it's always a balance to like try to keep everything going at once. And you know it's hard. It's hard to like balance it out to keep it stable, but I could definitely just say that just taking my time and knowing that eventually I'll get it done, kind of having a rough deadline, but if I miss the deadline, not beating myself up again, like I was saying before. Um, it's just it makes things a lot better. But I mean, in the same sense too, it's like it's there's always that question of like, am I doing enough? If I am I being too relaxed? Um, like why? Like sometimes it like on the worst days, it's like, why am I even doing this? Like why am I torturing myself to and forcing myself to do something, you know? And does anybody even care? Stuff like and that sort of thing. But those are just that those happen. Those are gonna happen to everybody, to every artist on the worst days. Um, and it's just you wake up. Every day is different. Maybe you have the worst day, on a Thursday. You come back on a Friday and you're feeling not as bad. It's just about showing up, even if it's just for a handful of hours. You made some progress, even if it's just a little bit. Like that's what it's that's what it's about, you know. And I'm still doing that, and I'll be definitely happy to get this album done for sure. And then I can not to say that I don't have fun making it, but then I can have fun making the stuff that surrounds it and stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, let me read your comment here. Man, I've been wanting to work on some songs for children for a while now. We should put something together. Your voice would be golden for that. Pushing until you feel good again is powerful. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like at the end of the day, it's just like you just get a certain satisfaction from being able to say that you created something. Uh and it's like it's a distinct pleasure that I would say a majority of people do not understand, except for a few of us in this specific way in music making. Um, and once you do it long enough, it's just like second nature. You don't even like have to second guess it or even have to think about it. It's just it just is what it is. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah. But all that to say, uh, I'm really excited. You know, even though like I'm fairly chill right now. Maybe it's because I'm a little tired, but yeah, like things are moving. Things parts are things are moving forward. You know what I mean? And I'll eventually get to the videos and the websites and stuff like that. Um, but aside from everything music now, I guess really what I've been doing, um, just enjoying the summer, uh, spending time with my girlfriend, uh, you know, Um, we have the Sweats and Steve show once every month. That's been great. We've been bringing along Woobs to the podcast more often. That's been great. We had a hilarious Sweats and Steve show last not last week. All right, it was a couple of weeks ago, I think, for the 4th of July. I think it was July 3rd. Yeah, hilarious. If you haven't watched it, go down to the bottom of the YouTube channel if you're on YouTube, and go to the Sweats and Steve Show YouTube page. Go look up the most recent podcast. Hilarious, trust me. Um, and then aside from that, just I've been gaming here and there whenever I can. I'd love to be more committed to it, but again, all hands on deck for the new album, which the name of the new album is A Mountain Man Weeps. So we have While I'm Asleep, and we have A Mountain Man Weeps. So again, rhyme scheme, name scheme is all very deliberate. It's in like it's the little things that I enjoy to do. So I'm sticking with that. And like I said, there are gonna be 12 tracks. And probably for the physical release, I'm thinking there'll be 3 additional tracks that you'll be able to get only by buying the CD. So so it's really like 15 tracks. If you get the CD, but stay tuned for that. Got to work on the first 12. I had this. I kind of had this rule when I first made my first album that I would never make an album that was over 9 tracks long, but that did not satisfy me this time around. Because I mean, if you're I want to bring a certain value to if someone goes out of their way to buy a CD of mine. I want to bring a lot of value to that, and to make it not only just value packed, but to also make it unique. And that's why I want to do where you have 3 additional exclusive tracks to the album that you will not be able to listen to on the streaming platforms. So, so that's kind of like my thinking with that. You know what I mean? Mountain Man Weeps. Yes, that is the name of the album. 42 tracks. Let's go. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry. I would cry. I would literally cry, bro, if there were 42 tracks. 15. Yeah, I'm cool with 15. When it's all said and done, if there's 15 on the CD, I'm cool with that, man. You know? But yeah. So, like I was saying, just been doing the Sweats and Steve show once every month. And then every now and then doing excuse me. Hell yeah, hell yeah. And then every now and then doing Sweats Plays. Most recently we played Chained Together with my buddy Mark, Kyle, and Mark's brother Nikki. Awesome. And we might be I have to reach out to Mark about this, but and I don't know if you're watching, Mark, but might have to run it again this Thursday. So, but one other thing that I'm looking forward to is whenever I'm done, making progress. Yeah, I'm a little tired, Emery. I'm gonna be going to bed soon, but I just wanted to do this video because I've been putting this off for so long. I wanted to do it like in June because it's like the middle point of the year. But I just got sidetracked. But it's better late than never. So, um, what was I saying? I would. Oh yeah, I would really like to be more committed to the Sweats plays. like more like be more frequent with it. Maybe make a schedule. I don't know, maybe. Um but I had to get the album finished first, or at least a bulk of the album finished, you know. Um yeah. But I think the only time I think I would be able to do a schedule, and this is me just kind of like free, you know, kind of kind of going off the 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 topic, I guess. But I have a goal within the next 5 years or so. Once I buy my first house, that I want to take a year off solely just to make music, to make to stream, to make content. That is a goal of mine that I'm preparing for. Um and I'm just really excited to do that. You know, I want to give myself that opportunity that I could say for like a point in time in my life where I could just focus on what I wanted to do. Um, you know, and not everyone can do that. It's a very hard thing to do, but that's one thing that I'm striving for. I'm striving for, but I have to get my own sort of place in order to do that, which I'm gearing up for within the next year to 2 years, and then that would come after. But um, but yeah, that I mean, you know, that seems like living the dream. That would feel like living the dream, you know. Um, and I say that because that if I was to make a schedule for like streaming and stuff like that, that's when I would be able to do that. Um, but yeah, I'll get there. I'll get there. Then the next, yeah. Within the next 5 years, definitely for sure. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? Um, yeah, I think that's about it. Honestly, thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. That means a lot. That means a lot to me, my friend. I appreciate that. Yeah. Other than that, just enjoy the summer. Enjoy the summer. Enjoy the hot sunny days. Go on a little road trip, a little vacation. You know what I mean? Um, just enjoy life. Just live life, man. You know. Uh, yeah. Even though you have lots of responsibilities and things that you gotta do, you gotta just stop and enjoy the roses. You know, and just get outside and live life. You know what I mean? That's what living's about. Um, yeah. But anyway, I think that about does it for me. I was debating whether or not streaming some games or something over on Sweats Plays, but I'm actually kind of getting tired. I'm actually getting tired, but um, yeah, I just wanted to do this video to kind of give a little bit of an update. I know it was long winded. That's just how I am. But I appreciate you guys, coming in and commenting and stuff like that. Zio and Maria, Jason, and everyone on the IG side of things for popping in. I appreciate it. It means a lot, and I appreciate you guys for just taking some interest in what I do. You know what I mean? I'm lucky even just to have one person to be looking to watch me and take interest in what I do. It's significant, you know. So thank you all for just popping in and it's just another reason to keep for me to keep going. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. It means a lot. But anyway, yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me. Again, I appreciate everyone coming in. If anything significant comes up, I'll have to do another video like this. Um, a part of me wants to do live streams when making the actual music, but I don't know. A part of me is also like I just want to leave that a secret. You know what I mean? I don't want to like show my hand before it's ready. You know what I mean? So it would be hard for me to do that, but that's why I guess I kind of do the Sweats and Steve show and Sweats Play, so I could do other things. So if you're not subscribed to any of those, consider doing so. I don't know how it would look. I don't think I have anything on Facebook for it, but if you go on my YouTube channel, which I'm streaming on right now, if you go to all the way to the bottom of my YouTube channel, you'll see the Sweats and Steve show, and then you'll see Sweats Plays. Sweats and Steve show is once a month. Sweats Plays is usually about twice a month, but I don't have a set schedule for that. But you know, if you want to like keep up with me or whatever else I'm doing aside from music, that's the place to go. But yeah, we sat by the fire watching. It was interesting. We think you're amazing. Oh, thank you, Maria. I appreciate it. Were you talking about? You're talking about the Sweats and Steve show. But anyway, yeah, but yeah, yeah. I think that about does it. I'll probably be going to bed. I hope everyone out there has a good rest of your night, has a good weekend. Enjoy. Go outside. Listen to some music. Enjoy the weather if the weather permits. And yeah, I think that is going to do it for me. I will catch you guys very soon, either on Sweats and Steve show or on Sweats Plays. And as always, bye guys.